Hey, how's everybody doing out there? Everybody's doing good, I hope. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit more cooking today. And today I'm going to make chicken leg, chicken thighs and drumstick piece, whatever, chicken leg, with a sweet and sour sauce. And it's a very simple sweet and sour sauce that you can make very easily at home. I already have it kind of started here. Put it on the stove here, just warming up. And with some carrots and some sweet potatoes that I've already cooked on the side. So let me get started here. I'm gonna do a little cheat because I'm gonna roast the carrots and the potatoes, but I'm going to boil them first, just for time reasons. If I was just trying to make something fancy somewhere else, then I would just throw them right in the oven after I season them. But I don't want to spend that much time cooking online for you. Anyway, so I already got these cut, so I'm going to peel the carrots. Oops, and there go the peels on the floor. These. Second one. So the sweet and sour sauce that I was just mentioning, it's a really easy, simple recipe. All it is orange juice, a little bit of brown sugar, white vinegar, a bit of salt, and ketchup and some water, really. And then once I bring the heat back up, bring it to a boil, I am going to, hold on, I'm going to add some cornstarch just to thicken it up slightly. So I'll get these carrots cut. Show off and use a finger, right? Okay. This one I will just cut. That's better. This one the same way. And I already got my water going. Full. So wait, because I'm going to use it in a minute, or a few minutes when that's ready. And we'll make some seasoning for the chicken, which I have over here. Not the seasoning, but the chicken. So let's see what we're going to do with this chicken that I need for that. So, get a bowl. It's okay. And which one is this better? So firmer. So we'll do a little orange zest. In a different this might work a little better. Maybe. We'll see. So I'm just going to hold it up like this. And this orange is a little bit soft. I'll do it right on the board. Try and get the just the orange and not the white pith part in there, because that's bitter. I mean, it's all bitter if you're trying to eat it just like that. But la 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 la, dee dee dee. That's in there. This is starting to boil up nicely. How's this doing? Right. So, got some zest in there. A little bit of salt. Some brown sugar that I had out for the sauce, and sprinkle that in there. There we go. Break up the zest a little bit. And use some, just a tiny bit of garlic powder. Just like that. Remember the trick? Just put the seasoning in the lid and then tap it in so you're not dumping the whole thing by accident and ruining it, or at least making it not as good. A little bit of onion powder. Shake it around a bit. And since I have it still, some fresh ginger. I'm going to do something I should never do, or mainly because my knife's too big for that. I'm going to use a spoon. Bit of a mess. How we doing for time here? We're at 9 minutes exactly, so I'm gonna pick up the pace slightly. And I will test the doneness of my vegetables. Potatoes are good. Oh, they're perfect actually. Excellent. Get the heat going on the chicken now. Put about a medium high. Let those drain. So here. A little toss, because you can't see that. pinch of basil. That's all that's left in there anyway. I'm just going to make the veggies pretty generic: basil, oregano, salt, pepper type thing, olive oil. Keep that part simple. Olive oil. Just give them a toss. Nicely coated. Just gonna taste the side now. And a little bit more salt. And maybe tiny bit of cook powder. Just a bit. Toss you up. My NWA hat on. Maybe I should be rapping instead of humming old songs from the 30s. I'll keep this age appropriate, so I can't really do an NWA song, can I? Anyway, this pan with parchment paper on it already. So let's put these out. Here we go. Pan's got some heat going. Choking. Got my chicken leg, skin on, bone in, obviously. So just leave that. Actually, I'm not gonna put that there. I'll put it here. Okay, take this. I was hoping to be a little drier, but the orange zest, the orange was a little soft, and also the fresh ginger. It's a little liquidy, but that's okay. I'll work with it. I'll just kind of coat the chicken with it. So we'll give it a nice coating, just like that. It could be a little bit more spread around, but the fresh ginger kind of made it a little bit clumpy, but that's alright. It's still going to taste good. Pan's nice and hot. Okay, let's flatten it out. We get a nice sear on there. And W-A, A, W-A, A. So, this, I don't need this anymore. It's out here. I don't think I need it, but I need to wash it. That one's for that. Clean as you go. Kitchen Rules 101. So, I need my tongs. missing tong game again. I forgot to pull it out every time. Where are they? Okay, so I might be doing this without tongs. I have no idea where they went. Hopefully not them. So while that's doing its thing, I'll get on this, thicken up this sauce a little bit. So I'm just going to use cornstarch as per usual. More than I need, for sure. Cornstarch is pretty strong. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There's a nice sear. Get that in the oven. Heat up my veggies. All right. So while that's doing its thing, I'm going to do my thing. No, it's not that thing. I do that when the camera's off, but the phone's still on. Figure it out. So anyway, get this going. I need actually a little bit more. That's better. It smells good though. Still kind of hot. I'm going to switch to the front burner. Put this off. So that chicken's going to take a few minutes, so I'll probably pause this, at least on my end, and let it cook through and then continue with the video. But let me get this thickened up first. Just put your handles away from you. Never leave them out. You might knock them over, and you don't want that to happen because aside from the big mess it's going to make, it's going to hurt you or somebody else or your pets. So it's not something you want. The camera adds 10 pounds. My camera must be broken. That looks like more than 10 pounds. So if you're ever wondering in professional kitchens, whether you're waiting for your food, if they're making their sauces, if they're double dipping and dipping and dipping, actually the trick that I do in kitchens is the 2-spoon trick. Yeah, oh, this is nice and thick. This is perfect. 2-spoon trick. Let's just use one initially. Be hot. I'm going to add a little bit more sugar. But then after you use that, what they do is I'll take the one that everybody kind of uses and just dump it on top of the other spoon. So you always have one clean spoon, and then you always have the one spoon that you're actually tasting from. Good. It needs a little bit more salt. And a pinch more sugar. See the consistency after I added the. See, it's good. After I added the cornstarch. Let's give this a try this time. Better. Definitely better. Okay. Check my veggies. Put this down a bit. Veggies are looking good, so I'll probably broil them for about a minute after, just to give them some color. My chicken will definitely not be ready yet, but so it's definitely got a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on pause, and I will see you in 1 second, your time. Whoa, that was fast. Anyway, yeah, I pulled the chicken out. I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a sear because it's still a little bit more rare inside than I'd like for it to be, obviously, because it's chicken. And I don't want to spend the next 3 days with diarrhea. So let that sear a little bit. How you doing? So, smells delicious though. I'm looking at the bottom of it. Sounds good. See the skin come off, but it looks good. More like fried chicken now than Thai rolls, but I was kind of rushing it for the sake of the video. Just a quick flash. The veggies back in. And it'll be ready in about a minute or two. So that's doing that. I will clean up my mess. Add this back on a low heat. That's going to be too hard. That off. It's up just a bit. Clean up my mess. Yes, I can. This is the one I wanted. Put this away. With all this stuff put away, it will be ready to be eaten. Flip this over for now. Grab a plate. Alright. Now, get this on the broil. Chicken. Smells great though. How are we running for time here? Yeah. 25, so should be just enough time. And I won't run out of memory. I'm going to hit pause just for one more second here. Okay, and that was enough time. The vegetables a couple more seconds. And my sauce could have been a little bit thicker, but a little bit on the plate. Chicken. And my veggies. This can go off. This can go off. Plenty for now. More sauce on top. And just for fun, we'll throw some garnish on it. There we go. Easy peasy, right? So yeah, it's just the vegetables. Normally, like I said, I would have boiled. I would have just roasted them with a bit of olive oil, just some whatever seasoning you want on them. The chicken, it was seasoned with orange zest, garlic, onion powder, salt, a bit of ginger. I think that's all that went into it. Really simple. And then the sweet and sour sauce, orange juice, ketchup. Orange juice, ketchup, vinegar, a little bit of salt, brown sugar, and that might have been it. Anyway, I said it all earlier in the video, so. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Look. That'll be my clickbait. And let me have a little taste before I say goodbye. Wrong door. Let's move these out of the way for now. It came out good. Try the carrot. What you'd expect from what I've put in it, which is generic stuff. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, for those who watch this, thank you very much. I had a lot of fun doing it. And like I said, anyone can cook. Don't be afraid to just experiment, throw stuff into a pan and see how it comes out. If it sucks, well, do it different next time. And if it's good, well, great. You came up with a new recipe for yourself. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. And I guess until the next one, take care, everyone.